Hi again. In this series of short video clips, I'm not sure how many there will be, probably 3. I am including additional practice with troublesome consonant sounds in English that are difficult, sounds that are difficult for Spanish speakers. And these are the words, phrases, and longer texts that I have included starting on page 45 of your anthology. Okay, so the idea is this. It says in this section we include multiple examples of words, phrases, and sentences with challenging sounds for Spanish speakers and establish contrasts among similar words. In other words, minimal pairs or sets of words which contain minimal sets. Listen to them from your teacher and practice reading each word. Okay, or phrasing, because in some cases like I just said, we have phrases. Okay, first we have examples of words that contrast with the interdental voiceless fricative minimal pairs: thin, sin, fin; thick, sick, tick; think, sank, tank; thought, sought, taught; think, sink; myth, mit; path, pat; ether, either; wreath, reef. More challenging words: thief, theft; thorn, thrice; thrust, broth; ruthless, threaten, mammoth. Notice the stress in this word, mammoth; monthly, withdraw, Thanksgiving; thermodynamic; mathematics; parenthetical; threshold, arithmetic. Also notice the stress on this word, arithmetic; parenthesis, wrath; health. Now let's listen to words with th in phrases: through thick and thin; throw in the towel; a loose tooth; worth a fortune. Actually, I'm missing a few letters here. This should say fortune. Worth a fortune; the wrath of God; thanks a bunch; a thorn in the side; birth certificate; master's thesis; three's a crowd; a thorough analysis; withdrawal symptoms. Now a dialogue. When's Thanksgiving? It's on a Thursday in November. The 3rd Thursday or the 4th? I think it's the 4th. That would be the 25th. No, it's the 26th. Thanks. Now we have a short reading. The myth of security. If you think you're safe from thievery, think again. If you think you're safe from thievery, think again. Most thefts occur within 3 miles of the victim's home. Most thefts occur within 3 miles of the victim's home. People often venture into the streets without giving their valuables a second thought. People often venture into the streets without giving their valuables a second thought. They leave things out in the open where thieves can easily spot them. They leave things out in the open where thieves can easily spot them. Items worth thousands of dollars can be stolen in a tenth of a second. Items worth thousands of dollars can be stolen in a tenth of a second. So be thoughtful. So be thoughtful. Only you can thwart this terrible crime. Only you can thwart this terrible crime. Watch your things carefully. Thieves do. Watch your things carefully. Thieves do. Now we have the TH voiced. So the voiced interdental fricative sound and examples of words that might be confused with th. Minimal pairs. The, D, then, den. Notice the final n. Make sure you always pronounce it clearly. Then, den. That, they, day. There, dare. Though, doe. Bathe, bade. Breathe, breed. In fact, it should have been breather and breeder. Teeth, tease. Other, utter, utter. Those are homophones. Now, challenging words. Feather, feather. Zither, zither. Lather, lather. Rather, rather. The, they, theirs, they've. Rhythm, rhythm. Rhythmic, rhythmic. Therefore, therefore. Thereupon, thereupon. Therewith, therewith. Notice how the majority of these words are function words. Now let's look at this sound in phrases. Under the weather. And the one or the other. One or the other. Either this one or that one. Father, mother, sister, brother. Teething ring. That was then. This is now. Bathing beauties. Rhythm, rhyme, and harmony. Lather, rinse, repeat. A feather in her cap. Now this sound in a dialogue. Is your father coming to the gathering this Saturday? Is your father coming to the gathering this Saturday? No, neither is my mother. No, neither is my mother. That's too bad. My brother was looking forward to seeing them. That's too bad. My brother was looking forward to seeing them. Well, they're both a little under the weather. Well, they're both a little under the weather. Oh, sorry to hear that. Can I send something or other to cheer them up? Oh, sorry to hear that. Can I send something or other to cheer them up? Please don't bother. They'll be fine. Please don't bother. They'll be fine. Now an oral reading. Even though my father's a weatherman, he can't predict with absolute certainty whether it will rain or not. Listen carefully again. Even though my father's a weatherman, he can't predict with absolute certainty whether it will rain or not. Neither can the other people who work with him. Neither can the other people who work with him. They say there's only a 30% of chance, and the next thing you know, it's pouring. They say there is only a 30% chance of rain, and the next thing you know, it's pouring. Pouring. They predict snow, and there's nothing for another 5 days. They predict snow, and there's nothing for another 5 days. Then there's a blizzard. Then there's a blizzard. So, rather than trust my father's weather forecasts, I use a more reasonable approach. I ask my mother. So, rather than trust my father's weather forecasts, notice how this is a plural word, forecasts, I use a more reasonable, this is a difficult word, reasonable approach. I ask my mother. Now we have examples of words with the post-alveolar sounds and the palatal. Sh, z, j, ch, and y. Sh, remember, is a voiceless post-alveolar fricative. Z is a voiced post-alveolar fricative. J is a voiced post-alveolar affricate. Ch is the voiceless post-alveolar affricate, whereas y is the voiced palatal semivowel. Listen and repeat. Shu, chu, ju. Shu, chu, ju. She, chi. Ship, chip. Shack, jack, yak. Shack, jack, yak. That jack should be in with a capital J. Shin, chin, gin. Shin, chin, gin. Shell, gel, yell. Shell, gel, yell. Major, mayor. Major, mayor. Watchin', washin'. Watchin', washin'. Pager, payer. Pager, payer. Bridges, britches. Bridges, britches. Ageless, ageless. Ageless, ageless. Etch, edge. Etch, edge. Which, wish. Which, wish. Catch, cash. Catch, cash. Leash, leech. Leash, leech. Much, mush. Much, mush. Now we have challenging words. Jail, jail. Share, share. Yawn, yawn. Child, sheaf, sheaf. Chief, chief. Yeast, yeast. Chest, shrew, shrew. Difficult word, shrew. Jinx, chicken, kitchen. Midget, midget. Yearly, yen. Stranger, stranger. Shrinking, fragile. Yankee, genealogy, genealogy. Shadowy, plagiarism, plagiarism, dill, exchange, voyager, jealousy, January, childishness, ingenuity. I will see you guys on the next video.